interrupting this video to show you guys the winter release on FYD. As you can see behind me, we have 3 new colorways of the camo hoodies. We also have a limited run of the car that you're about to see in this video, the Tommi Makinen Evo, limited to 30 t-shirts and priced at just $14.99 while stocks last. We have 3 different colorways of the Diamond Cross camo jumpers because we love a bit of camo at FYD. These are available in sizes small to XXL, priced at just $34.99. And last but not least, we have the Bobble beanies. They're making a return back to FYD. Very comfortable, warm, and in a limited run batch. So guys, go and grab yourself something from the new winter lineup at FYD, but let's get back to the video. Right, I'd like to introduce Aaron to the channel.
Hey.
Hello mate. How are we today? Cold, it's bloody freezing. We wanted to come out together to explain this car a little bit more because me just taking it off and driving it is one thing, but there's a little bit of a story behind this. It's a limited run car, and this is one of those things that I've wanted to shoot for a while, and I actually put a picture of this on my Instagram. This is your 2000 Mitsubishi Evo 6 Tommi Makinen edition. Very nice car, mate. Blue is actually, I quite like it because it's not leery like red with the stripes on it and stuff.
No.
It's a little bit, yeah, you wouldn't necessarily know it was a Makinen until you saw, you know, the badging and the front bumper and stuff. So the story goes, you actually had a picture of this car,
yeah,
and you put it on Facebook, yeah, and it was like, I want to get this. Like, where is it?
It wasn't actually for sale at the time. It was
right.
Like, yeah, you can buy it.
And you were like, okay, I'll come buy that. So because of the internet and Facebook, you were like, yeah, I'll come and have a look at it. And you obviously got there and you were like, wow, that's a proper job. And that meant that you were able to actually purchase this from the Isle of Wight. So this car was actually on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
And was registered to the Isle of Wight as well?
It was on the DL plate, yeah.
Yeah, so DL over on the island means that it was Isle of Wight registered. So when this came into the country, it must have been registered here, which is quite unheard of, really. I don't think there's any other Evos I know of that have been registered on the Isle of Wight. So modifications wise, obviously from the factory, I think they're what, 276 if we're going to be exact.
Yeah.
This one's running 330.
Like Norris Design.
Yeah, so Norris Design mapping to bring it up to 330 brake horsepower. You got the air filter, an intercooler, exhaust. The thing about this car is 2,500 were made, so rare car, yeah, with the white Enki wheels from the factory. 10mm lowered ride height as well, I think, on these. Different front bumper as well, and the titanium spool on the turbo. It's one of those cars that you don't see a lot of every day these days, and they're pushing the price up so much. You've had this, you know, what, 3 years now I think you've had it?
Yeah, 3 years.
And in that space of time, I think they've gone up in price now.
Rapidly.
Yeah, yeah. And I think what we were talking there, like 15 to 20 now for a goodish one. You know, different colours do attract different prices, I think. But if you were in the market to get one, 15 grand would probably be a base price to sort of start looking at them. MPG, what MPG you getting? As this is a review, let's talk about MPG, yeah. Basically, you fill it up with super leaded and carry on. How much is it to fill it up? 50 quid? 45 quid, so something to note if you're willing to buy one of these. About 40.
Down very quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not getting a lot of mileage out of that, are you? Really short ratio gearbox in these as well, you can feel it. Steering rack as well was one of those things you were like, yeah, it's literally one turn.
Yeah, it's a bit twitchy.
Yeah, and you can get like, it's about an 80-point turn to actually get anywhere.
Yeah, car parks are
oh yeah, that's right nightmare in this. But from the other side of it, it means you've got a better driving experience, especially with that rack and the gearbox itself. The clutch is really soft still as well because it's the standard one. So in all fairness, considering this is an older Evo these days, it's actually really pleasant in here, and the heating's fantastic, which is good on a day like this.
Aircon and heating, they got it.
Yeah, nailed. They got it nailed. She still goes nice, doesn't she? It's quite nice because it's still pretty standard and pure. It's not, oh, 500 horsepower, craziness. It's like, especially from where we're from, the Isle of Wight, you want something a little bit less scary, I think. So this being, 330 means it's actually enjoyable to enjoy.
Sensible.
Yeah,
well,
sensible power.
very linear, and I've driven a few Evos now where the power is a lot more linear. It's not coming on boost and going crazy sort of thing. And if you're into Evos, I think you like that. Yeah, I know a surge of boost is cool, but like the factory Evo and the way this car was developed and stuff was very linear coming through the revs. So I think this one is still the same, where it's not running silly power, it's 330, and it doesn't necessarily come on boost and go crazy. It actually just surges on boost and gets down the road.
It's there when you need it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah. So about about 2.5, 3,000 RPM. The actual turbo's coming on. Yeah, which is bloody impressive, really, considering this is, you know, don't get me wrong, old school thinking.
You wouldn't think it's
No, you wouldn't even think it. Once you drive something like this, you get a feel for it as well. Like the steering, the rack is just so precise and fast. Went to indicate that way then as well.
forever
When you jump from, like, you've got a caddy as well, you jump from that and you jump in this, you're like, where's the wipers? What's going on?
They get to the junction, all of a sudden the wipers are going.
Yeah, and you're like,
you go, where are you going?
What's he up to? It's like, I don't know where my indicators are. Yeah, why did you get into one of these?
It's because there's a Evo within the family.
Yeah.
And
you kept on looking at that.
After I went in that was it. I just sort of fell in love with the way they drive, the way they handle. Pretty soon after that, I was in the market for one.
It's quite nice to actually go out in one and think, gosh, yeah, I'd have one of them.
Yeah.
And then put up a picture and say, is this for sale anywhere? And someone goes, yeah, it's over here. And you're like, wow, okay, that's sort of meant to be in that sense.
Yeah, I weren't expecting that at all.
No.
Well, it was still on the island and then ended up being for sale.
I think that's everyone's dream, is for them to put a picture of this car up and ask, is it for sale?
Yeah.
And then someone go, yeah, do you want to come buy it? You're like, yeah, all right then.
So I went and looked at it 3 or 4 times, and obviously I've done my research and checked out all, like, the major parts of it and checking for like rust.
Yeah, just to make sure it's genuine as well, because if you're going to pay this sort of money for one of these, you want to make sure it's the actual real deal. It's got the original engine in it, it's got the original parts you wanted, it hasn't got too many scratches, it hasn't got too many miles, and it's had a good life as well.
Yeah.
So to like, in all those factors, to find one that's that good, this good, and to find one local that was for sale in, I'm assuming, the colour you wanted, which was the blue.
Yeah, the blue proper sale.
Yeah, it's like really unheard of these days to actually find that. So shout out to the internet.
Yeah.
for
good old Facebook.
Yeah, good old Facebook. You find the car you want on there.